Good morning everyone. I am back for part 2 of my Ink Rainbow 23. That it was a hashtag that Ginger Peachy Pens started. Now in my previous video, part 1, I actually concentrated on brighter colours. I'll go back and show you those ones. So they were the more bright, vibrant colours of my Inky Rainbow. Now this time I wanted to do 2 because I've got lots of favourite inks in these colour families, but I thought I'll do a brights and then I'll do an Ink Rainbow subtles. So let me know what you think, which one is your favourite out of the 2, whether it was the brights or the subtles. So this was part 1. Now we're going to do part 2. And you know what we did? Dogs last time, we're doing cats this time. So mixing it up a bit for you today. So the first category is pink, and I've got this Sailor Shikiori and it's Harahara. It's a beautiful sort of chroma shading ink, I guess you could call it. Very, very pretty. It's become a fast favourite. So and as we've worked out, these different shapes are not that easy to colour in. But you get the idea. So this one is pinks. So pink category, pink, and it is Sailor Shikiori Harahara. I have come to really, really love this ink. I had it in a sample, and then I had it in ink cartridges for my Sailor pens, and then I decided to go ahead and buy a bottle of it because I just loved it so much. So that's the first one for the category pink. The next category is red, and I went with this Wearingeul Jekyll. And I'm going to do the writing sample first. So this is the red, and it is Jekyll. I used that in a pen in my May 2023 currently inked lineup, and I really loved it. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? I've got to swatch the cat. Oops. Oh dear, that's the lid. Okay. So the next category is orange, and I decided to go with this Sailor Ink Studio 573. Let me know in the comments below, like whether you prefer more muted sort of subtle tones, or whether you like those bright sort of vibrant colours. So this could also sort of be considered a brownie colour too, but I've called it my orange colour. So this is the orange category. Another sort of chroma shading ink as well. Sailor, Ink Studio, and it's 573. Now for the yellow category, I went with Robert Oster's Honeybee. You know that I really love this yellow. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow. I love Robert Oster inks. So this is the category yellow, and it's Robert Oster. I like that it's a yellow, but you can actually see it as well in a finer nib, and it is Honeybee. Okay, so that's the yellow category. Now for the green category, I chose Sailor Shikiori Tokiwa Matsu. This is an ink that I actually fell in love with. Pen friend TB actually sent me a sample of this, and I used up the sample. And she gave me quite a generous sample of it. I think she gave me like nearly 5 mils of this, and I used it up, loved it, and decided to get a bottle of it myself. So, green category. It's a very lovely flowing ink too. Sailor Shikiori Tokiwa Matsu. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Now this next ink for the teal category, it's I've picked this one. It's Teranishi Gentle Green, and the reason I've picked this one is because it goes down as a teal but sort of dries as a more lighter, sort of softer green colour. I don't know how to describe it. It's very, very pretty, but you'll see what I mean, hopefully. Cotton Bud will show you. So it goes down as a teal, making a mess, but then as it dries you'll see that it goes to like a green colour. I just find it really interesting when inks do this sort of thing, like they become a little bit unexpected for you. So this is the teal category, and it's Teranishi, and it's called Gentle Green, and it's such a lovely way to describe it because it really is quite a gentle green when it dries. It's not an in-your-face kind of green. So that's that one. The next one I have for the blue category is Troublemakers Milky Ocean. I really love this ink. So I'll do the writing sample first. So this is the blue category, and it's a Troublemaker, Milky Ocean. And this could almost go down like as a purple category too, just because of the way it dries. It's like a chroma shading ink as well. And it sort of gets these hues of lavender through it. It's very pretty. So that's the next one. So for the purple category, I've chosen another Robert Oster ink. This one is actually a Desk Bandit exclusive that they did with Robert Oster, and it's called the Great Owl. So this, it lends itself to a grey mauve colour, I think. Also a really lovely chroma shading sort of ink. I've used this one quite a bit as well in pens. So this is the purple category, and it is Robert Oster Desk Bandit exclusive, and it's called the Great Owl. You can only get this one from the Desk Bandit here in Australia, so if you're looking for this one and you really love it, that's where you go to get it. So the next category is Magenta, and I had problems sort of thinking about an ink for this category, especially in the subtle sort of tones. Not so much with the brights, but with the more subtle tones, I sort of struggled a little bit more to find an ink for this category. So in the end, I went with Diamine Syrah. And this has been a favourite too for a long time. So this is the Magenta category, and it is Diamine Syrah. Oh, Syrah. There we go. So that's for the Magenta category. And then lastly, but not least, for the brown category, I chose another Robert Oster ink. It is Toffee. This has become a fast favourite too. I think I've had this bottle for about 6 months, and I've shared some of it as samples too with friends because I loved it so much. But I've only got half a bottle left. I really love this Toffee colour. When I was looking for an ink of this sort of colour, I actually looked at, because a lot of people go Cafe Crema, and I looked at both. I looked at Cafe Crema, I looked at Toffee, and what was the other one I looked at? Oh, Colourverse Coffee Break. And I ended up falling in love with this Toffee. So okay, so this is the brown category, our last category for the ink rainbow, and it's Robert Oster. Toffee. So that's my ink rainbow for the subtles. What do you think? What's your favourite? I'll show you some close-ups of swatch cards as well, so you can get a better feel for the colour. So the first one we did was the pink category, and we went with Sailor Shikiori Harahara. It's a really pretty ink. Love it. So that was the first one. The second one we went for the red category was Wearingeul Henry Jekyll. There we go. For the orange category, we had Sailor Ink Studio 573. For the yellow category, we did Robert Oster Honeybee. Love that ink. For the green category, we did Sailor Shikiori Tokiwa Matsu. Beautiful. And for the teal, we did Teranishi Gentle Green. And can you see what I mean? Like it went down as a real teal colour, but then it dries to this beautiful soft green. Like, there's the Tokiwa Matsu, there's the Gentle Green. Just really beautiful. For the blue category, Troublemaker Milky Ocean, which you could almost put down as like a blurple. Let's call it a blurple. But I used it for my blue category. Really love this ink. For the purple category, I did Robert Oster and Deskman exclusive, the Great Owl. It's a really beautiful purple, sort of grey toned ink. For the Magenta category, went with Diamine Sierra. And lastly, but not least, the brown category was Robert Oster Toffee. So they are my subtle ink rainbow colours for 2023. Thank you so much to Sarah of Ginger Peachy Pens for starting this tag. It's been a lot of fun to do, and I mean, go and watch some other people's videos. If you look up the hashtag Ink Rainbow 2023, you'll get to watch all the everyone else's videos as well. And I just love seeing people's favourites of those ink categories. Some of them are inks that I've never tried before. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Take care. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching part 2 of this inky rainbow. And I hope wherever you are in the world, you have a lovely day or a nice evening, and I will catch you back here next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.